different. Is this real? Per second? Can't be true. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my journey as a cyclist. I'm David. Today I'm testing the first time stream a ride on Zwift, and I experimented a long time with the audio settings, the streaming software. Wondered what I'm going to be doing in the first test. So I went for the volcano circuit and doing a warm-up, and later on I'll be doing an FTP test. So what has been happening over the past days and weeks? Well, I think the most important thing that happened was that I was banned from my latest Zwift venue, which was the balcony. Maybe you remember that I told you that my wife banned me from the basement. I had a room in the basement where I started my Zwift journey. And yeah, at some point she said the kids always also complained that the noise was too loud, and I moved to balcony because it was getting warmer. The summer was nice to have the view, but then he told me that, oh well, that was too loud as well. And when I was training, everybody was looking at me because our balcony is in front of our living room. That was no long-term solution. And now I cleared a room in our basement. Was as I realized, full with mostly stuff for the trash. I sold some stuff on eBay, a couple of euros there, but most were just, well, memorabilia and souvenirs from the good old times that you store in your basement but don't really, I didn't really need it, didn't really use it. I got rid of most of this. Alright, so a little bit of history from the past few weeks. As you can see, I finally accomplished the Zwift Concept Bike Challenge. So I climbed those 50,000 meters, and I accomplished it, of course, where else? On R2S. I also went up right until level 30, and I'm about to jump to 31 actually. Maybe we'll witness this during this warm-up. Oh, the most important thing, or at least the most important thing to me, is that I achieved I have 100+ followers on Zwift, which is amazing. I think that's hilarious. I think that's awesome. People actually care. I get a ride-ons. I got the 30 ride-ons in one ride. And that's terrific for me. I think I don't have one subscriber on YouTube, so I think there's room for potential, room for improvement, or potential to improve my channel. But the idea is the solid content base, and now that I've established my chamber in the basement with this beautiful green screen in the background, I do a video on that as well. Show you this venue, because it was a lot of effort, and the thing that took most of the time was the deliveries from Amazon. Because of the pandemic, everything was delivered in 6 and 8 weeks time. I'm still waiting for a webcam that I ordered in March. I mean, this is 11 euros, and they gave me a shipping notification for May when I bought that, but now it's already several weeks delayed, so I placed another order. And the stream you can see right now is from my old computer, the built-in webcam. It's a little static. Oh, by the way, you should not be able to hear the fan, neither the fan that is going or the trainer that I'm working on. So this was also something where I experimented some bit, and with this online streaming, I'm totally new to that as well, but I hope this works fine. Just have to fire up my arrow booster. I control Zwift on the Zwift companion app. So pretty much has happened. Oh, I forgot my 30-day food diary challenge, which was a success to some extent, or to the largest extent, but I think it was also kind of hard insights that my nutrition habits are also worth improving. Maybe later. Oh, there's a guy I can draft. No. So at some point, I thought, what's the point in taking pictures of everything I eat? Oh, yes! Level 31. Retro glasses. Check those out. Wait a second. To stop a little bit. Got those retro. Level 31. This is what you get from Zwift. Are they? Ah! Killer. Awesome. I'm the baddest, most badass rider. Watopia. Ah, look at this beauty. Holy shit. I'm even afraid of myself. If I would see this guy on his bike, I would think, okay, this guy's a cheater. He looks like a cheater. he must be a cheater. At least 6 watts per kilogram or above. Look how skinny and totally shredded this guy. No, I'm not that. Okay, that's my avatar. Back to. Ooh, 8 minutes on the volcano circuit. That's something to build on. Okay. So, oh, and I missed the booster. Damn. Back to stream view. Now, as I was saying, my 30-day food diary challenge brought some tough insights because I realized that I snack too much. I eat a lot of crap, which the week after I stopped the 30-day challenge, I kind of fell back to old habits, but now I think I'm on a good track. I decided to not to continue the challenge, to make a 100-day challenge or something like this, because I thought that I had a good information and a good insight what my eating habits were and how I need to control the things I eat and what I eat. And I also managed to improve the things I eat and how I eat, how much I still eat as much as I like to. And my weight hasn't changed a bit. I'm still 80 kilograms. I'm sometimes if I dehydrated, I already saw the 79. And sometimes if I have a large barbecue and drink a lot of beer and eat a lot of food, then I also see the 32, sometimes even 38. But 83 and 82. But I think I'm somewhere between 80 and 81. So in Zwift, that's 80. And I think this is going to be where as good as it gets. Not going to be any lighter of a rider. So I need to improve on my FTP. And that brings us to the point of the ride today. I am going to do an FTP test. But first of all, decent warm-up. And then I'm going to do the step test, which is most fun, I think, especially for anyone who will see this, because it is a test that starts at 100 or 120 watts, and then it increases every minute by, I think, 20 watts or 10 watts. And at some point, when you cannot turn that crank, you drop off your bike and struggle for air, and somehow the system then calculates your FTP, functional threshold power, which is important for the thing I am doing here, because I want to increase my FTP, want to be a better cyclist, and have a lot of fun. be prepared for those IRL rides. In real life, it's much more fun to ride. But the thing about life as a cyclist, or cycling in general, is that if you're not a pro athlete, or not a very ambitious athlete that spends all his holidays on training camps, and you have a job, a family, maybe even another hobby aside from cycling, then you're pretty much stuck to the conditions that you have to engage. So if there's bad weather in winter or spring or autumn, even in summer, then you have to make a hard choice. Either to go out and have that ride, keep a steady training, or you don't. And this is pretty much the life I had as a cyclist. It was an on and off, seasonal on, off all the time. And I could show you the analysis of the past years, 5 or even 8 years, where you can see that during the summer I was doing my rides, my exercise, even had a plan sometimes at least. And in the winter, and when the weather got shittier, I reduced the cycling time, or stopped cycling completely. And of course, every time I came out of the winter, it was like hibernation, and then I went to a training camp, usually in February or March, sometimes even April. And I was devastated by the guys that were already in good shape, had already went through their first training camps. And this was so annoying. It was always right off in the first sessions where people regularly devastated me, and I couldn't keep up, couldn't ride more than an hour or 1.5. Where you might ask yourself, so why go in a training camp in the first place? But these were triathlon training camps, so there was also running and swimming and strength training and some fun, some vacation aspect. It was not a high performance training camps like a pro, but these were private fun training camps where we spent a lot of time training. This was the focus, clearly, but we also had some social time with the family or with the friends the time before we had kids. Ever since I have kids, I don't spend that much time sports, for obvious reasons, and of course training camps are part. So maybe I could do this. Maybe my wife would even agree and we could organize it and arrange it, but I have no interest at all to spend my holidays or vacation training camp without wife and my kids. So It's not that I want to do that, but I can't. I think I even could. My wife, we got to know each other in sports, so he's also competitive. Has a past of several years of forming competitive sports. Got to know each other in swimming. But I think neither she nor I have any interest in doing serious competitive sports again. A little competitive. The feeling never dies entirely. There will always remain a slight glimmer in the ashes. Alright, that's 20 minutes of warm-up. I think the stream is running pretty fine. And yeah, let's finish this lap and then start the FTP step test and see how that goes. I'm curious as myself. I hope I will not disappoint on a very bad level. So I think I'm somewhere beyond the 300 watts. I don't know which step I have to accomplish to rank above 300. I'm going to have a full out exercise, all out test until I really can't move my legs anymore. And yeah, I'm completely rested. Haven't done much in the past days. A small ride. I had a longer ride on Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. But I did not really have any serious training on the past 2 days. I only jumped on the bike to do the setup in this online streaming. Were 2K, 4K. I'm serious. Didn't even dress up for that. Did that. I was. Jeans. Right. Oh, let's fire off the aero booster. Now, buddy. Can you hang on? No? Got a little peek. A few times. Doesn't look very coordinated, right? Oh, this might be because it isn't. 7:30. I can beat that. I can beat that. But that's like something power. Another surge. Hill. I think. Oh, 7 minutes. Okay. I'll sprint. Woo. Yeah, have to catch my breath. Whew. Looking forward to the FTP test. Let's see if anyone is in the stream. Not really. Whew. Okay. I have the 15K. I will stop this session, restart, and then do the FTP test. Software says that I'm at 20 frames per second right now, at 10% CPU capacity. Also, the streaming bandwidth looks a little strange. Normally I would have expected several Mbits, but this here says I have somewhere in the range of 1000 kilobits. To check that right away. Internet connection should be fine. And test it before starting the FTP. Haven't got a single ride on. Damn. Nobody likes. Oh. They passed the 15. So I do the 16. Only because I'm greedy. I want to have the XP for the full kilometer. I think the FTP test shouldn't take more than half an hour. Half an hour or so. If I'm good. In case I'm good. In case I'm crap, I'll be done in 5 minutes. I fall off the trainer at 130 watts. And there we are. Stop this ride. Oh. Start the beginning right. Oh. Okay, that's that. Eternity. Let's start Zwift again. Ride on. Easy ride today? Yeah, right. No way. See the screen? Yeah. Go ahead, ring that bell. I think this has a short warm-up in it as well. Pretty slow. Oh, 100 beats. Right? A little dizzy. Yeah, that's already it. Okay. Right. I don't see more high. Oh, my heart rate is the roof. Five minutes free ride. All right. It starts at 100 watts. Oh, that the upper limit. I'm curious of that myself. Really accurate, right? See about that. Every pedal stroke counts. Yeah, that's important. I think I have to maintain at least 80 rounds per minute. Uh, 540, 560 watts when I'm seated. Oh, and there's 5 more. Yeah, I think I go for something about 80. In races, I do around 90. This is where I feel most comfortable. Yeah, thank God I have a smart trainer. Worry about effort. I think you already mentioned that. Oh, that's something. So if I manage to do the, say, 340, my new FTP is 340. And if I'm halfway in the 340, probably it's going to be 330. Yeah, imagine it works this way. Well, feeling quite relaxed and fine, except that I know it's going to be hell in a couple of minutes. Let's see. I should do the 280. Also the 300 should be fine. 320 is actually already above my current FTP. And I think 340 will be somewhere around where I will pass out. And I know how 360 feels like. I have problems doing that for 40 seconds on times 10 basis. 20 seconds of pause. But let's see. At some point, stop will only see me cringe and grind my teeth. I hope that's fine. Don't worry. Don't call the ambulance. Just stay put. and watch the old man suffer. "30 seconds to go. 10 frames per second. I think the stream is crap. Check my internet connection. I hope at least the recording is..." Right. Stay focused and smooth. Between 10 and 20 minutes. Ooh. 100 watts feels like nothing. Feels like coasting. Freewheeling downhill or something. I once had a test like this, and was at the doctor's, the sports ring center, blah blah. There were like some really strong and built guys. We're all competitive athletes, and these guys, I was on the treadmill because I was doing this test, but only I was running, not cycling. And these guys dropped off the bike trainer like flies. I think they started with 100 watts, and then they dropped off in the second and third step already with 140, 150 watts. They already had to throw in the towel. And I was wondering, what are these guys? What are they doing? Are these heavy weightlifters, sumo guys, or football players, or whatever? And later I found out that these guys were on in a fat diet, diagnostic, and then these guys were really having issues with their weight and their body fat. I mean, not only issues like I feel I'm a little overweight, but real health issues. If you have that much weight, if you have a body fat of 40 or 50%, then your joints and your tendons and your muscles, everything falling apart. And I was so shocked that guys have pretty much squandered their health over all those years, and now then at a very late point they had to take drastic measures to get back on track. And then you have to change everything: your nutrition, your exercise, your eating habits, your social decor. Because if you're in a group with other people that tend to eat too much, then how are you supposed to restrain yourself? I think that's the hardest part. Follow a plan is the easiest part. Having the grit to pull that through and really change your habit sustainable is the hard part. Okay, 180 watts still feels comfortable, I have to say. At 87, 80, rounds per. Yes, my heart rate started off with 190 or something. Next. Okay, I think I'll stop the squabbling at some point. Probably in the 240, 200. Because that doesn't feel comfortable usually. Or it feels comfortable in the beginning, but I would rather not exaggerate this. Focus on the I'll stay as honest as possible because this is all online and live. I'm still in the grays. Oh, now I'm getting into the blues. Blues is fine. Green is already fine-ish. And yellow is definitely not fine. One minute feels like nothing. I mean, we're already at 200 watts and time flew by. Start to feel the resistance. The 220 watts is already where I have to focus on pedaling. That is okay. Heart rate is okay as well. I have no problem with the cadence. Yeah, that's for sure. Tell me about it. All the VO2 max training. Smooth and quick, your cadence. Yep. As I mentioned, somewhere in the mid 80s. Feels nice. Okay, 240. No, doesn't yet, but I feel the resistance. I think the 260 is not going to be an issue. See on 280 and 300 work out. So let's agree if once my heart rate is above 150, I get the permission to shut up. Okay? Right. Do it like that. Yeah. 240 in the bag. Nice, it's going very easy. I think 260s, 60 is already on the verge of green. I can see some green columns in the blue. Well, into the tough stuff. Well, you say so. Okay, I think that's okay to go. At some point, my legs will just turn to stone. I'll drop off my bike petrified. Totally petrified. Won't be able to move for another 5 minutes. That will be my dream state. Okay, 280 is already some work. And that's clearly the green. Okay, great work. Let's see how deep we can go. I hope not too deep, otherwise all the training will be impossible to do. Not sure if this is a good workout, as if you do this with consequence, I will not be able to move or to do another decent training the next days. Okay, so I'm on the verge of 150, and this is 300 watts. So I'll put off the, yeah, for 150. Put off the earphones, and let's see how far I can go. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, this hurts. As I said, yellow is not my comfort zone. That light anymore. Now this feels like my limit. This hurts. This hurts so bad. We'll find out. Ah, Jesus, killing me. Ah, my legs are burning. Oh, this is better than sex, only worse. Okay, I stop at the gate. Ah. Ah, this will be it. Okay, I'm done. Oh no. I'm done. Really? Okay. Can stop now. No. No, I can't. Really done. I'm done. I'm telling you. Ah. Ah. Huh? What is this doing? What's this? I thought... Do I have to do anything? Okay, I'm done. I'm toast. I am toast. Stop pedaling. Toast. Toast. We had 16. Okay. That was worth the effort. Okay, let's have a little cool down. But I'm riding backward. What is this? Well done. Why is my FTP 316? I finished 420 watts, and then my FTP is 316. No way. Okay, I didn't get it. I didn't get that I'm supposed to stop pedaling. I have to redo this test. Great. I know. Not sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure I messed it up. I did. Well, doesn't matter. I have a benchmark. So 420 watts is somewhere where I start passing out. Okay. Now I'll have to do this another time. And then I know... Oh shit. I have to do the 420 again. Ooh. 360 already felt bad. Everything beyond 400. Have to be mental to repeat that. Okay, that's it for now. I'm fine. I'm out. The 15K.